Good evening, good evening, good evening. How are we doing? Got a loose fragment of skin there that's catching on stuff. Let's get that. I got got by the cat at some stage. How are we all doing? Happy Monday, everybody. Start of a shiny new week and all that. We're all doing good. Evening, Steve. Evening, Peppers. How are we doing? Welcome on in. How's everyone going? So, the Last Caretaker today. I had to think for a minute. Brain's a little bit all over the place at the moment, but, you know, that's life, innit? We had a little bit of fun with a very, very late night stream of, or very late by my standards anyway, of Fallout 4 last night. That was cool. Got things underway. Explored the area around Sanctuary in a new modded playthrough. It's quite cool. I'll start there off. And I've been steadily since then trying to fix the copyright issues, because despite having mods to turn off radios, that one radio in the intro, in the background of character creation stuff, you can't turn that one off apparently, or it's separate from all the other radios in the game or something. Oh well. Still, sort of kind of maybe fixed in post. A couple of the oh god, my nose is tickly. A couple of those tunes are going to be sort of stretches of silence during character creation, but not the greatest loss ever. I've been going off sleep about the usual amount. I did okay. Nose is all tickly today. Don't know why. So we explored an oil producing platform last time, didn't we? Which we very, very much are going to need later. But for right now, I am way too low level to actually take advantage of it. I just spotted it and thought that would be a great resource to have, and then got set up, and well, we'll have to come back to it later. There was a patch on Friday. There was sort of beta branches of it through the week, and then it came out on Friday. And it includes a fix for, supposedly, a fix for that lift at that spot we were at. So we'll see if that's working, and see what happens from there, I guess. I think we'll be pushing on after that. Da-da-da. Alright. Yes. It is dim reaches of the night. That is. New patch means either? Yeah. I like there's something weird going on with that torch. It definitely feels weird. Some of the stuff that fell through the boat will probably reappear back on the boat. A bit of a storm on the go. Oh yeah, we upgraded our engines, didn't we? And I'm not using the diesel engine right now, but I've got one when I want to. And I moved a bunch of Jennies up there, some of which are apparently producing power and some are not, for some weird reason. There's a couple down here that are also pumping out power. This is the platform we were on, all lit up in the rain. Boat's drifted a bit further away, considering it's supposed to be anchored. Looks anchored. Well, this should work now. After the patch. Oh yeah, and we also ran cabling down here, or hose really, for pipes. That sun's come out nice. Yeah, run it down the back of this, because rather than have to go all the way up there to get oil when I want it, it'd be better off to set something up down here, really, wouldn't it? And don't have to go up and down the lift. Ah, I see they have not managed to fix this then. Well, I have a theory of sorts. Try it, leeches. You'll probably get killed very quickly. Live uns or dead uns? I think those are dead uns. They're all about to be very dead uns. That one's the whack thing, isn't it? Right. think that through, did you? Also collecting of stuff, apparently. Call that being a thing. Well, let's make a long jump and hopefully they'll come out into the sunlight and explode before they get me. Buoyancy feels like it's changed a little bit. Yep. Didn't go so well for them, did it? How's it going, Wayne? You alright? You doing cool, cat? What's the Worlds 2 any good? Yeah, it's alright. It's an ongoing thing, so definitely a present tense situation here. But yes, if you enjoyed the first one, you'll definitely enjoy the new one. I still have a hunch that the mid-game onwards is not as exciting as some other games with the Elseworlds. But sticking at it for a bit before I form a solid opinion on that front. Yeah, we've got a load of power coming in. Should be plenty of it. These should be filling up with oil. They look like they're well underway. Can't do anything with the oil at this stage, but we'll fix that in time. So that's really what I wanted to come up here and do, and try and figure out if that was going to be sufficient to trigger the this thing. This is supposed to be fixed. I wonder if it would require a new game for it to actually take effect, the fix, that mean. Because, yeah, clearly it's not working. Right, if you don't like heights, you may wish to look away now. I don't like heights, but I'm going to do this anyway. Sank further than this occasion did in the past. Oh, got some buzzy bees. Where they came from. Should be all dead. Could grab those resources while they were there. Gotcha that time. Ebb and flow threw me off a little bit there. Let's... Oh yeah, you have to press and hold to connect to yourself now. Which I kind of get, but I'm also not sure I'm a big fan of. Right. So with that place basically cleared out... Oh, no further navigation beacons marked, interestingly. This Seed Vault Prometheus is where we need to go. The story. Next navigation beacon, if I wanted to find another one, would be all the way out there, wouldn't it? Yeah. But I'm not going to do that right now. We'll hit Seed Vault Prometheus, I think. And then on our way back towards the Lazarus Complex, because I assume that will be our next play, we'll come via here and see what the situation is on this fuel platform is. So I want to probably do a big loop around this thing and head around that way, don't I? It's technically mostly off that way, isn't it? It's over there. Right. Okay. So, we're going to stick with just electric power for now, because still only have a limited supply of diesel, but... Right. My anchor. Let's be off. And the other good things we can do now that we couldn't do previously is... oh, the ship's got damaged at some point. Deal with any sea mines we happen to encounter. Which is definitely a relief. It's the wind blowing that way, is it? Right, off we go. So we are rolling along at what speed? Where is it? It's over there, 20 kilometers an hour, which is slightly faster than we were doing previously because I've got upgrades to the engine system in place now. That probably uses more power to do that. Fortunately, assuming these Jennies all want to work, which they are doing, it will soon top us up, I think. I think the reason they weren't working is because we were at full power. This comes to the worst, I can switch the diesel on, but the other thing I can do if I need to is just stop and let it recharge a bit. It's a rocky journey. Oh yeah, I've got this to produce some extra diesel if I want to. Got a full tank plus a full tank, plus the secondary tank, and then all of this as well. Shark down that way, I would say. Remember correctly, definitely no shortage of supplies down here. Yeah, because I stocked up in those big things, didn't I? Deal with that later. Nope, there's another one that apparently I lost. Oh, that was not quite the bounce I was expecting. No, yeah, you stay. They've definitely changed the physics a little bit with this new patch. Yeah, glad everyone's doing well. Head in, Enigma. Well, the gist of it is the planet has flooded, the world has ended, and you are a robot, and probably the last surviving thing, well, semi-sentient thing on Earth, and your job is to basically grow new humans and ship them into space in an effort to try and preserve humanity's future, or humanity for the future. So you start off on a random platform somewhere that the boat fortunately is moored at, and you come to and have to power up and fuel up the boat and get underway, and then you're setting off to get the things you need to start growing people, which is varying degrees of complexity actually. I need to repair my boat. That's all the dirty windows. That's where we're going, Sea Vault Prometheus. There is effectively a destination, yes. It's more of a goal than a destination per se. So, this is where we are at the minute. It started off all the way here. Not sure what that random dot is. That's weird. We're probably going to eventually be making it. Well, we are going to be making our way back to the Lazarus complex, which is where we start producing humans. I need bits and pieces first. Get that place up and running again. Weird. It said we're still going 20 kilometers an hour, but it sure didn't feel like it for a minute. And it felt like we slowed down quite a bit. That's where we left. think we checked that place out previously, didn't we? And there wasn't anything happening there, really. It's like another place where some of the last few survivors were trying to cling to the upper levels of something. We get to trawl for organics. I could do that, yes. No, we didn't really get a great deal of organic stuff out of it, and got a lot more stuff that was not organic, really. Yeah, it's cool. Just in early access. We're at 2 weeks into early access now, something like that. It's been pretty cool. Nice little indie game. It's got very chill vibes, as you can probably tell already. Until, like, crazy little robots and leeches decide to start attacking me. And there's a glowing, possibly mecha shark of some kind that seems to be following me around. Popping up on occasion. Looks like the offspring of a shark and a stegosaurus. If the stegosaurus glowed in the dark. So we've been avoiding making contact with that fellow, as I suspect he's not too friendly. Nav beacon 15. Need that marked. On our way. Do have a diesel engine that would, if I turned it on, get me going considerably quicker. Probably at least twice the speed. But I don't have access to a great deal of fuel at the moment for it. So for now, I'm just relying on the electric one, because even though the batteries are draining, I've got some wind turbines on the boat, so we should be okay. Does trawling affect your speed? Maybe. No, it doesn't look like it does, actually. We're back on 20 kph there. Between 19 and 20. It's maybe a little. It may also be that the wind direction might be impacting it as well. 24 degrees C, 4.3 meter waves, so that'll be significant and affecting my speed. Some visibility and precipitation in millimeters per hour. Something is generators are obviously producing more power all of a sudden. Wind must have picked up. Yeah, it has a little bit. As we can see by the roll. Yeah, I think the wind and waves are affecting the speed more than trawling. There's the big stego shark. What did we get? A bunch of stuff. $500 meters out. I think I'll leave the net up for now. A little bit of lagginess. Producing some fuel that I currently am not using anyway. And then we'll go downstairs and get the scrapping machine. Recycler, I forgot what this thing's called now. Recycler, yeah. Get that going with a bunch of, well, stuff that I don't otherwise need. Right, we're nearly there. That didn't sound good. So, ticking over on it, good. This is Seed Vault Prometheus.
Before the Seed Vault, a revered sanctuary where the very essence and memories of humanity are preserved. Treasure this moment.
Yeah, about that. My treasure is me. Oop, wrong button. A boat. I'm going to continue to treasure it. They're not letting a bunch of random floaty mines blow it the fuck up. Couple of angels floating around as well. Don't see. Anywhere to more at the moment. Oh, there's the angry shark man. Not a shark man, is it just a shark? But anyway. There's a bit of swell on the go here. Put more return on. There we go. Our sharky friend again. Angel that can one-shot you. Well, I don't know anything about the angels, to be honest. I imagine they're a bit dangerous, though. I've only seen a few floating around that weren't hostile. And a few broken ones as well. The good news is that's the near ones dealt with. What's more over there though, so I have to be a bit careful as I do a bit of a leap here. One thing this boat doesn't have that it probably should have, does need, is a pump. Doesn't fill up with water and sink, fortunately. That's not a level of realism they're going for here, but nonetheless, if it did, it would definitely have filled up, sunk by now. See much because the rain is killing my visibility. It's alarming when I know there are mines in the water. Fortunately, those mines glow. But that building is barely even visible right now, so on account of the dark and stormy night. What's that one dealt with? I think that's the building, but I can't really be sure. I think that's a mine out there. That's the building. Hard to tell though. No, we didn't know. Hope you're doing well, by the way, Brad. Yeah. Room for a little bit more, but not a lot. Or I would have to start thinking about bigger tanks or more tanks. Ooh. I do wish I could turn off the lights in here. It makes seeing outside a little bit easier. Can I get off the boat, God's Islands? I haven't found islands yet, only structures. I don't think there are islands, to be fair. But yes, I can get off the boat. We will be doing soon. Not only can I need to. However, I need to get on here, but it's rather dark, so I can't really see what's going on as I've never been here before. Well, it's only been in early access for 2 weeks. There'll be a lot of things changed and tweaked and updated and things. There was a pretty substantial patch came out a couple of days ago. At the same time, I'm not so sure I'd want to change too much. That looks like where I want to be, I think. Just because they're kind of slow and steady and that sort of thing is kind of the vibe, really. Yeah, definitely more of a man-made structure, this one. The engine up, see if we can't get backwards, go backwards a little bit more. Is that there? That is where I want to be. So that bit is got me a little bit concerned. He's giving me a little bit more of a sniff than I really want. Which I've got to say is a bit worrying. So much so I'm going to quickly save. What am I doing for ammo? Yeah. I'd like to be doing better. Those bugger's dead. We're still drifting backwards, aren't we? Just gonna make it a little bit more ammo, I think. While we try and get a bit closer. But the gaming rig decided not to work. That would be suboptimal. Ooh, lordy, didn't see you there, buddy. Collision warning there. Right, how are we doing? Still wanting that to be a bit further away before I shoot it. That's better. Yeah, sometimes a bit temperamental about whether or not they want to go pop those buggers. Since they don't do it too close to me, I'm okay. The rain's calmed down a bit, I'll try my approach. Can we spot a mooring thing on there? Yes, good, right. Now here's hoping. We're good. Right. So. Oh, went a bit too far forward. There's quite a small key to try and stop besides. There we go. Might be a little bit much, but fortunately that's what the fenders are for. Drop the anchors. Get the mooring cables, and we should be hunky-dory. Resources. Now, that is ominous if ever I saw ominous. Also, fuck you. This new patch, for some reason, means that Shadowplay doesn't recognise the game anymore. It's very, very annoying. It means I have to use this theme to take pictures. Right. A couple of dead bots and a lot of red lights suggests I may not be all that welcome. On the other hand, one of the things we did at that spot under the water, which I forgot the name of now, was to get authorization to be here. So maybe I won't get shot. Maybe. Maybe that's just a hint as to what would have happened if I hadn't got the authorization first. That is small oxygen container. Interesting. I don't breathe, so it's not necessary for that. Humans do, though. Also not going to throw that at the boat because I have a sneaking suspicion it might go bang. Picture again. There is a photo mode planned for this game, but not for quite some time, so right now we have to deal with this. There's pictures of people, statues of people on the side there. Call a hunch. I'm gonna go ahead and guess I won't be able to get through the door right now. Yep, no power. I thought as much. Vivante, thank you very much for the sub. Welcome on in. There's some angelic remains. So interesting bits there. That was ammo for my rifle. There's a lot of ammo for my rifle, actually. I've got to say, when the game gives you large quantities of ammo, not about you, but I take that as a hint that I'm in for trouble. So there's no cable pass-through here. A bit annoying. So we're going to build a journey right about here. I'll build on the top there, actually. Looking for a fun place to build it. So I need a turbine blade, connector ports, and an alloy frame. And I do not have enough fabric for connector ports. Wonderful. Now do I? No, because it doesn't count, does it? Of course not. That's one thing that is slightly annoying. Can't scrap stuff in the field and use it. You have to just scrap it, then recycle it before it becomes a usable material. I do kind of wish scrapping in the field meant I got something usable. Did I go on the boat, or is that going to fall through the gap? Neither. That ended up in the water. I'm not going after that. Allegedly, not sure if this is supposed to be a different caretaker's corpse or a previous iteration of myself. The other question there is, like, do you get put into a new body eventually when you die? Or does this the awareness of the caretaker, or are you just a new one that's produced because the old one died? It's a little ambiguous at the moment. To me, anyway. By the way, he ain't using it anymore. When you feel like you're missing something. It is here. Cucumber again. We'll have to see in a minute, won't we? I need to build one of those, don't I? Damn. I'll stash some of the crap I'm carrying around, I guess. Vegetable organics. Stuff that I don't need there. Right. Cool. So it's full now. That's fine. Not going to worry beyond that. Has that one got... One of these has just got... stuff in it. That's stuff, isn't it? Alright. Grenades, batteries. Stash the battery. Tracer rounds and regular rounds. Okay, interesting. There. Some bits to put in here. Right. Spielski then. Get this place lit up. Hopefully it's red because there's no power, not because I'm going to die. Chicken tikka pizza slice. Interesting, Dave. Bland. Yeah, they don't overdo these things, do they? But obviously they're trying to appeal to as wide an audience as possible and blowing their heads off is probably not going to do it. Okay, so I wouldn't expect much heat from a chicken tikka though. Right. Now we have a bit of power. The lights have gone pale bluey white. Moses. And there's a ladder there. As well as a lift. I'm not having much luck with ladders at the minute, am I? Oh, shit! Let's reload that, shall we? That's the label boxes. You can put symbols on them. I don't think you can actually type on them at the moment. Yeah, that is fursive. Right. That's better. So I fell off there and somehow managed to go straight down this bloody ladder as well and land on the bottom there. Gravity fails, hold on to each other. Because they all went out into space. Far enough down that I didn't hear it hit the bottom. No, the lift doesn't work at this point. Way below the water. Oh dear, Steve. It's not advisable generally spraying tea over your screen. I think I see why the lift didn't work. Yeah, the fact you run away backwards from the ladder when you come off of it, I don't like much either. Okay. So it looks like batches of leeches. I need to get the power back on down here, preferably. All those... Okay, that's a bug, because I hit the E key and ended up just being thrown into the air. That's definitely, definitely a bug. So I need to get some power in there somehow. Giving up? No idea what's in here, but I'm going here anyway. Lots of leeches, apparently. Lots of blobs. Who ate those bleeding things? Assume this is the right way. If it isn't, so I'm going to be rather knackered, aren't I? Yeah, it seems like you've got me to the right place. Some good news. Right, now how am I going to power this gaff? I don't know right now. I hope in a prayer, I think. Open that door. Pretty sure nothing in here is going to be of any use to me. I mean, I could build like some kind of generator, maybe. Not a wind or solar one, but like a fuel-based one. I could go back and get a battery as well. Ooh. Interesting. So that looks like it's, yeah, that's that thing, isn't it? Right. Stationary one, not the move it around and consume it kind. Small battery, there we go. Small petrol generator. Creates petrol. Electric generator that uses petrol. Don't have a lot of petrol. Is there a generator around that will use diesel? Probably not. No. So I could use a petrol generator, or I could run a very long cable run down. Upstairs, which is going to suck. So I think I'm really going to have to build a small small electric generator, and use petrol. Here's the thing: I would have to. Where am I going to get the petrol from? That's the thing. If I do it. That's a fairly solid hint. Well, I guess that's going to have to be the plan, isn't it? Yeah, the leechy bastard. Right. Okay then. So you have to build a small petrol generator, small electric generator. That's the play. So now I need 2 connector ports, an alloy frame, cooling motor, and a compression pump. I hate those bloody things. Right. Should be able to make everything, apparently. Doing that, let's whack some of these dudes. Ooh, I am low on batteries, apparently. Can refine petrol from diesel, but doubt the game's going in depth enough for that. Maybe, maybe not. That didn't go the way I was expecting. I have grenades, technically, no, I hear a couple of them. Right. petrol in. It's carbon dioxide out. And that's because, of course it is. It's really very annoying. Right. So I definitely need to put petrol into it. A bit more battery capacity. That's not so bad. Cool. I'll do for now. Now I'm going to need to build a petrol container. I think. Can I build a petrol container down there? Because I'm about to find out, aren't I? Don't see the means. Wasn't really expecting much. Anyway, no, I'd have to build it at a fabricator. Right, so I'm going to have to come back down here with petrol for a petrol generator. And not die in the process. Well, this could be an interesting state of affairs. That nearly ended poorly. Up and up and up and up we go. Have to put on the battery when I get up here. Turn the torch off might help a little bit, might it? Top now, aren't we? Quite? No. Back where I fell. Hallelujah. Now, it occurs to me that in relation to the earlier comment about what angels one-shotting you, in a biblical sense, there are quite a lot of examples of angels being seriously fucking violent, so maybe it's not quite so out of left field. Well, Alright. This really isn't going to provide a great deal of power for very long, is it? I feel. I don't know. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe it will. Concern is getting it downstairs, really. This is sort of working. Next question is, where's me? I mean, I could just drop it over the edge, but if it goes bang, my supplies are not so extensive that I really want to risk that. So it's not working then. Okay. A few kinks to be worked out, I think. Sort of working, leaves petrol behind. Yeah, well, I mean, that wasn't what you'd call part of the plan, for sure, but... I did say sort of. Not absolutely categorically. Right. I can't die of carbon monoxide poisoning, so... there is that. Now, to test my new theory. They're not exploding in quite the way I was hoping they might. On the plus side, they don't seem very happy either, so... feck. He's lasting for a while. Ooh, lordy. There's not much light in here. Switch creatures homelessness and they're not very happy, huh? Yeah. It's predictable. Immigration crisis, what utter nonsense. Houston, we have a problem. That problem is turning the lights on is not very successful right now. That's a door frame. You can see some of the problem here. Right, okay. Right. Some of the problem anyway. Not the problem here. It's keeping this shit gone. Oh, that's a lot of leeches. Go! That is a thick lot of leeches. It's a thick lot less now. Oh, the light's gone out. The lights have gone out. Crap. Don't mind me, boys. Right. Good news is they're out here and I'm in there. Yeah, something like that. Anyway, bad news is the lights are out, and I've shut myself in somewhere where I have no power. What are the leeches feeding on? Yeah, that is a fair question, no? And one I don't have an answer to. Fortunately, that doesn't need power. Right. I'm not saying I fucked it, but I may have made a slight miscalculation. I need more. Yep. I got a lot of tracer rounds. Can my rifle use those? Should do. Don't really know how that works. It did not go quite the way I wanted to. Wonderful. That sounds suspiciously like they've gotten in here. Yep, they did. You funny men. Right, new plan. Run. Seems I've got health right now. Yeah, it's not a spectacularly successful plan, is it? This is faintly annoying. Get out of the way. So I'm going to need to make a bunch more fuel. A bunch more petrol canisters. I kind of know how to do that in theory. Problem is, in practice, it might be a bit of a pain in the arse. Timing wasn't quite right there, but... Right, so I've got one of these. To make more, I bet I'm going to need a petrol thing wired up here. One of those is probably not going to be enough at 115, is it? Requires 200 litres of petrol. Yep. There's that. Now, this is another reason this should be all the way over here. Everything should be wired up like that. This is really not what I'd call convenient. I mean, there's a battery here. What does it take to build that? Battery cells, connector ports, Alloy frames and logic chips. Maybe that's a better idea right now. Might be a better idea right now. So what do I need? I need 2 battery cells. Reconnector ports, apparently. Two alloy frames and a logic chip. Flamethrower is supposed to be really good at taking out leeches and slime creatures. It does seem appealing. I'd have to get a flame pistol, really, wouldn't I? I don't know if it goes into the pistol slot, if I'm honest. Speaking of, as well, reminds me. I can't use those at the moment. It's fine. This big old flamethrower. Feels like it's probably a rifle. So it's a flame of pistol, isn't it? I mean, tools for jobs, I suppose. It's a matter of having enough petrol to actually keep that thing equipped with as well, because I don't really have that right now. It's not really convenient to do that, is it? Yeah, petrol's not convenient right now anyway, so... yeah. So I will stick with this. All right, now. I'll stick with the current plan. But, yeah, again, it's producing petrol that's the pain in the butt. I can do it, it's just not very convenient. There's the petrol generator. I've got a small diesel. I've got a regular diesel one. There's a small petrol generator. Purifier. I feel like there should be a larger one, but okay. Even the name, but I'm not seeing it. Yeah, the fact it sort of moves around like that on the boat is a bit irritating. There we go. Now what do I need for that? Needs 2 connector ports, 2 alloy frames, storage cylinder. And a filtration system. But one way is definitely going to be better than the other, isn't it? That's done. Wonderful. Was a hunch, but I think it's going to be the play. Alright, what do we need for you? No, that, yeah. 2 connector ports, an alloy frame. Compression pump and a filtering system. Right. Am I correct? Please be correct. Power in. Fuel out. Hell yes. There. You. It's not great, but it's better than a poke in the eye or with a sharp stick. Right. There's power buttons around that. This is really quite annoying. The boat is not well laid out for the shape of these things at all. Oh dear. Electric gun. Sounds interesting. I haven't got an electric rifle yet. I could make an electric pistol, which is just kind of annoying because I used it previously. But no, electric rifle might be good. We'll get there eventually. Try things out. Now then, let's check before I sod off whether or not I've got everything I need for this. I have. Wonder Bra. Slowly making petrol for me. Well, I wouldn't call it a roaring success. I'll leave it as is for now. What's a fat man when you need one? I'm not surprised at you two, to be honest, in that case. It's definitely on brand for either of you, that joke. You see? Again, I pressed the enter button and it just threw me down the hole instead of actually going down the ladder. There's definitely an issue there. It's not meant to do that. So my next question is, when I build this battery, is it going to have any charge on it? Because if the answer is no, I am going to swear profusely. I've got a funny feeling it's going to be a no, and I'm just going to end up demolishing the thing. Climbing all the fucking way back up, which I should test that before I get any further, shouldn't I? Well, I'm here now, aren't I? So. Balls. No. Battery. Build. But this is going to have no juice in it whatsoever. Throw me a bone and let there be a... Oh, they can get in. That's where they can get in. Let it have some fuel in it. Some lecky in it. Nope. Deader than my ex-wife. What? Fucking knew it. I missed. I missed again. I'm not annoyed. 50p for the meter. Oh dear. You just know if you do, it'll end up with not so much in the meter as in the dickhead. better timed. Right. Charge up, heal up, and then I need to make petrol, apparently. Fortunately, I've got large quantities of biomass stored up that I can use to do that. We'll find out later I'm going to want it for something else as well, aren't I? No? Oh, is it, YouTube being weird, is that, Steve? I don't know. I'm wondering about things now. Hmm. Huh? Replay summary. I mean, that's a bit weird, but my reactions have got off because they're awful. I don't think I have an option to control that. I think that's just YouTube being weird. Yeah, I think YouTube's just being weird on that front. Biomass may be important for creating humans in the future. Yeah, possibly. There's different types of it. So I've got bioorganics, biodark, biolight, then various things that become food and stuff. So I'm going to grab a bunch of this. This is what I got the most of, isn't it? So this is really what I want to be making, isn't it? Is it? Yeah. Right. Knew that was going to happen. Not exactly tidy, is it? But I have something that is masquerading as a plan right now. Yeah. Room for improvement on YouTube's part, as per, I suspect, though. Did I talk over my plan with Baldric? I felt on this occasion it would probably be wise to leave him out. It's there. So, we're going to have to repeat our procedure of trying to get this bloody thing down a ladder. See if there's anything back there. It'd be a good place to take pictures from. It doesn't look like there is. Okay, we are not falling to our death yet. It's a great start. I'm terrified I'm going to do something dumb and this is going to blow up before I get down there. Fascinating telekinesis powers this caretaker bot has. I'd been worried for a minute. Right. I don't know that we can really classify this as a master plan, but certainly we're pretending to be one. Fuck you. Kind of hoping the light might be sufficient to make them go pop, but that sure is, even if the light ain't. Right. Was there some part of my instruction that was fucking unclear? That is extremely annoying. And either I am really missing something obvious, I don't think I am, or that should work. So there's power at both ends of that lift right now. So that would logically give me the ability to use the lift, wouldn't it? The hope was I could just put one of those freaking petrol canisters on the lift, carry one down, and then use the lift to get the next one down there, so I don't have to fuck around with it again. But it doesn't look like that's going to be the way it goes. Early access, so we've got to work out a few of the kinks. Unless I'm really missing something obvious, which would be not as surprising as it should be, but... No! Well, they didn't blow up. It's only about half full, which kind of sucks. I'm not risking it. Gotta put it far enough forward that I can actually access it from the ladder. Yeah. Does... Oh, wait, hang on a minute. Not that one. It's taken damage. It's taken damage. So dropping it was bad. It just didn't explode that time. Right. Ah, there's lice. These little buggers are going to try and run and hide now. Holy fuck balls.
The seeds. Quickly now, place one into a pod. It's fragile and must remain protected.
Right, I'd say I understand that, but I don't. The lights are going to go out in a minute, so what I intend to do does this run from light? They do run from light, don't they? Okay. I also want to know what's down here. Get out of it, you blobby motherfucker. Alright. Run! Hoover up the corpses, kind of. Ah. There's some shit on me here that I don't need. Because, yeah, probably, but whatever. It'll be fine. Probably, maybe.
The seed is secure. Return fast to the Hall of Humanity.
Got an hour to get back. Wonderful. So, here's one small issue though. How the fuck am I supposed to get this back up here? I'm supposed to use the lift. That doesn't fucking work. I ain't getting that back up the fucking ladder, am I? I don't know. I don't understand why it isn't working. This is just kind of bug that would require a restart to actually make it work. It wasn't. We had this issue at the last spot as well, and it just wasn't working there. It was marked as being a bug there. We've got power down here. We've got power up there. We've not got much power left, but. What the fuck am I supposed to do about this, huh? I will do some... Ooh, hello. I've got a couple of ideas, but I'll do some research in a bit. I'll see if I can figure out what's going on, because... this is a pretty fundamental issue. You know? If the lifts aren't working, they're supposed to. And I don't know if I'm just not figuring this out, or if it's actually something that's broken. If it's something that's broken, that's probably going to be a case of leave it until they fix it kind of thing. Because unless it's a you have to start over again, in which case I really don't know if I want to do that. I mean, I could, but... it's not a bloody appealing prospect, you know? Right. Storage cylinder and connector ports. Cool. Yeah, but I've already hit that light switch, I think. Pretty sure they are just lights anyway. Restart rather than roll back. Yeah, I mean, well, it'll work. We'll just, you know, get patched. I meant to bring that fucking container with me, didn't I? Fuel canister with me. Got here. I'd like to keep everything else I've got. Right? Well, hum, ho, hum. Not an efficient way of doing this, but hey. Being as I can't carry the damn thing back up the ladder, and the lift doesn't fucking work for some reason. I do want to just check that I'm not really being that dumb. So we've got power up top, we've got power down the bottom. You'd think one would be enough, but apparently neither of them seem to do the job. In this case, I could kind of understand the requirement for both, given the way that the place is set up. From a gaming standpoint, light switch, on, green. On, green, doesn't fucking work. Nope, see? So we've got lights and power, no switches or anything around here. It's a bit further down, okay. Get on there, thank you. Oh, how very annoying. And this stuff is what early access is there to solve, but it's sufficiently basic that I do kind of feel if you buggers cause me to break the thing, I'll be pissed. Yeah, there's a light switch there, green on. There's that red thing up there, but I don't think that's a problem. It could be, I suppose. Nope. So maybe there's something down here that I'm missing. That's a light. I don't see that achieved much. I don't see that there's anything else I could do to achieve much more. Those are just lights. I think it's just bugged. That's what I think. We're just running into a bug. Let's get this thing up where we need to get it to. Hopefully. It's so annoying. I can only think it's a bug, but the lift at the previous place we were at, that was doing the same thing, but supposedly there was a bug fix for that specifically. However, despite that, it still doesn't work, and neither does this one. Yeah. I think either I'm missing something significantly obvious, or more likely it's just busted. If it is for an entire playthrough, I would need to start again to solve the issue. I'd not feel very happy about that. We're back up at the top, the really crappy old-fashioned way, kind of, well. Oh, at least we got it on board without breaking it. Can probably go there for now, can't it? Seed not refrigerated, insert into functional Lazarus rack. Yes, so. Just make sure there's no mines out front. There are mines out front. Wonderful. I'll just keep an eye out for those. So, back to the Lazarus. I'm going to knock that off. Complex, which is all the way down there, off to my left. Should be okay to get there. I think once we get going, I'll put the diesel engine on as well, just to get us going there a bit quicker. That's not a mine, those are. I think I can turn fast enough to not have too much issue with that. You're well enough clear, aren't we? Yeah. Here we go. The wind's behind me, that doesn't hurt either. It is 6.5 kilometres though, so I think time to give it some welly. Just to say, fire up the diesel engine. Now we should be churning our way through at 35, 36 and climbing. Nearly 40 mile an hour I suspect by the time we're going, maybe a bit more. I feel like if the speed is accurate, then I would have gotten there in time anyway. But who wants to sit there for that long? Right now, not me. I'm a little bit too unsure about whether or not this issue is a progress blocker or not. And if it is, I don't want to sit there for like conserving energy for like God knows how long, only to find it's ifed. As I say, I can't currently make my mind up on how I feel about no, I don't need that. The prospect of so that starts, okay. Yeah, the prospect of starting over at the minute is one I'm unsure of. Okay. My pad there seems overly convoluted to be the optimization. Yeah. See what you're saying. I mean, I could have just run power straight down from the top, but that's, I think this is what petrol generators are for. Putting generators in places where wind and solar are not really practical or available. So I think that is supposed to be the case, but I think probably the wind generator at the top alone should have been enough to power the lift. If only because going up and down that ladder more times, well, I don't know. Why would the top be powered and not the bottom then? Why would I need separate power at the bottom if it was going to power? I think it might just be weird and the lift was bugged, to be honest. Diesel engine, a bit more speed and the boat turns a lot faster. Though I am heading right for Nomad Sour, which is where we've been before, and I want to kind of go past. Off at Grove, that was it. Pass it on the right. No choice there. I really don't have to do much to do because the boat seems to just want to swing slightly to the right anyway. We also tried putting more power into that main power node and it didn't seem to make any difference. At the last place, although that was bugged. And I know it was because I read about it in the patch notes. But that is the right place, right? Black Vein Station. Yeah, I think that's the one. Check it. We're clear here? There are mines here. We are not fucking clear. Glad I checked that first. Otherwise I'd have sailed right into the middle of those. Errors. Do you mind? Bloody do. Well, that's doing its thing. Let's just quickly check the patch notes. What's going to be the way to do that? Steam, probably, I think. You're going to be like that, are you? Okay. Library. Last Caretaker, patch notes. Right, I'm just watching that on the other screen a little bit to make sure I'm not in dire trouble. Fix the issue where objects could get stuck under elevators when the call button was pressed. No, it's not that one. What the fuck is it? It's a long ass list of stuff. Fix platform buttons at Black Vein location. That place was called Black Vein Station. Yeah. I think it's just hooked. Something's up. We're nearly back, fortunately. Be the Lazarus Station. Catch you later, and I'll have a good night. Thank you for dropping in. Oh, crikey, it's that time already. Right, let's go and turn off the diesel engine because we're here now. Near enough, aren't we? How long have I got on the container? I don't know. 37 minutes, yeah, we're fine. Probably. Zigzag, zigzag, right through the middle. Anything back there? Yeah, there's a whole bunch of stuff I don't need tagged. Waypoint there for some reason I don't need. Now I do believe I need to swing a little bit further to the right. Yeah, so it looks like I used 9% of my fuel. Well, I didn't. I used a bit more than that because I'll also have drained this thing. Yeah. That wasn't quite full, but it was mostly full, so quite a lot of fuel that took out. Am I getting collision warnings? I don't think there's anything too serious to worry about collision-wise out here. No, we're okay. It's charging, cool. Speaking of, oops, a bit of lag there. Bit of juice. Die! Ooh, those look a little less friendly. Probably not a clever idea, but I'm going to do it anyway. It did eventually. Bit of a range issue there, I think, but... Oh, kitty cat. Reach it, scratch your head there. He's sitting on the floor next to me. Didn't go quite the way I was hoping, but you know. When does it ever? Just bring her home bit by bit, or more or less home anyway. Quite the exodus since we left here and went north. This whole thing's been quite the exodus, really, but... yeah, swing on over a little bit more. There we go. Right. This one definitely used to work. And it still does. Half anyway. So this is the one we got some juice in.
From seed to life, humanity's future rests in your hands. Nourish, guide, and help this new life flourish. This is why we endure. Life takes patience, Caretaker. Allow this new being to flourish at its own pace.
Right. Next step of evolution. Initialize human growth. Provide fresh water, memories and food, and then retrieve once fully grown. Well, water would be an ongoing procedure that we could do. Power, we're sort of okay on. Though I could probably go back up top and upgrade that now. Don't know. I'm really curious about that. Got this insane cable run as well. 1 out of 3. Yeah, exactly. Hey! First one. These have taken a batter in and they're not powered anyway. Oh, I never repaired them, did they? They were always here, and these are just the basic ones, aren't they? I think. Might be the good ones. Can't remember. Anyway. You feel like this cable run is ridiculous, but I'm pretty sure those generators out there were already in place. So that also feels like this is what they had in mind all along. So there's that whole thing there and no way to get to it as far as I can tell. It's very weird. Yeah, we achieved something anyway. Soon have an army of human slaves. Yeah, something like that. Well, I've got to ship them out into space, apparently. So I'm way off building any rockets yet, I think, but apparently it's on the to-do list. Black Vein Station and Seed Vault Prometheus. Right. So, I can look that up in a bit. Which I'm not going to do right now, because it is sufficiently late this evening that I think it's probably a sensible time to wrap up anyway. Yeah, we'll have to dive in and actually try and figure out what the hell's going on there, because that'll be a Discord rummage and stuff, I think. We'll see what happens. But yeah, it does look rather like that's a bit kaput. How are you doing, 56, Joey? Yeah, I really don't know if that's just those two happen to be bust, or it's an ongoing thing, and once you encounter one that's bust, every new one after that's going to be bust, or if I'm missing something, because all the others, they just worked when I powered up the main building, I think. It's just these ones that seem to not do that. I don't get it. It's weird. And I do think it probably is a bug, but yeah, I don't know. So I'll look into it. If I can come up with a solution, understanding or something, will probably press on with this tomorrow. Oh. If I can't, I shall have to think long and hard about what I want to do there. But I would probably want to try and catch up to roughly where I am if I was going to continue. Rather than take it from the top on stream, which would kind of suck. And that's going to take time. I don't know. We'll see what happens. We might do some more on this, or we might... well, I'd probably play Fallout, actually, if I can't get this problem solved, because this is very, very annoying. Is America and England the same? Definitely not. Similar but different. That's of course you mean in the Fallout universe, in which case, in the sense of it being generally fucked, yes. Anyway, yeah, we'll play it, but yeah, see what happens. I'll try and figure this out, and if I can get it figured out, we'll play some more Last Caretaker tomorrow, because I'm generally enjoying this game. I don't want to push on. If I can't, play some Fallout, which is, you know, not the end of the world either, is it? Because I definitely want to play some more of that. In light of the hotfix today, I should probably test it and make sure the thing hasn't blown up on me. It shouldn't have done, given what it was adjusting. I don't think it'll be a problem, but we'll see. Yeah, anyway, fingers crossed. So, thank you for hanging out today. Hope you found this interesting, and yeah, hopefully we can get a bit further on. Otherwise, options. Video-wise, I did a video on the hotfix for Fallout 4 today. There will be more videos coming later in the week. Probably not on Fallout 4. What are you up to? You wee fuzzy troublemaker. Looking down, all sweetness and light down there on the floor as you scratch up your carpet. Yeah, so video-wise, I'm going to aim to have a 76 camp build up later in the week. Restarts often take less time because you're more efficient, more educated. Yeah, there is something to that, Steve. This is true. It won't take me as long to blaster it if I do it on my own time. Well, we'll see how I feel. They do always feel like a bit of a kick in the bollocks to me, and I don't really enjoy it very much, funnily enough. Especially when it's like, I don't know, if I feel like I could have done something better or want to do something different, I'm okay with it. If it feels like it's something that's forced on me and outside of my control or in some way unreasonable, you know, when we played the Altars, I wasn't prepared to restart that because I felt the need to restart stemmed from absolute insanity and irrationality on the part of the characters, not any shortcoming of mine. However, in this case, it's a bug, so it's a bit different, and it's very, very early in early access. So I'm kind of going, okay, I get it. If it is a bug, we'll see what happens. If I'm just missing something, fine. I need to know what, don't I? But yeah, we'll figure it out. But yeah, camp build later on in the week, I think. I think I'm going to do something with the build set from the current season. The, well, destroyed version of essentially the housing from Sanctuary, isn't it? So I'll probably do something with that. Not sure what yet, though. The obvious thing to do would be build one of the houses from Sanctuary, but that's just so obvious. And also there's the prefab on that front. So I don't know, do I do that or do I do something slightly different? Or I might do a little bit of both. We'll see. Yeah, anyway, I need to think about that. That'll be later on in the week anyway. And otherwise, we'll just see what sort of pops up. We had a busy couple of weeks, so if it slows up a little bit and I have a minute to catch my breath, I wouldn't mind too much. It'd be not unwelcome. Anyway, either way, we'll be back with something to play tomorrow, which should be good. So, around about 8 o'clock. If you haven't already, likes, subs, always appreciated. Notification bell, social media links in the description. Channel memberships down below if you want to look at that. And yeah, back at it tomorrow. Should be good. So, thank you all for hanging out for now. Have yourselves a good rest of the evening. Have a good day tomorrow. Look after yourselves. Stay safe. And yeah. Cross your digits, I guess. We'll see how it goes. Anyway, have a good night, folks. I'll see you tomorrow. Night.